Hey YouTube, today we're going to clone a hard drive. I picked up this Intel NUC. It's a little 4-inch square computer for a few $100 used on Craigslist, and it has a old-fashioned hard drive in it. And I am going to put in, for reliability and speed, this new solid state drive. The old drive's half a terabyte, the new drive is 1 terabyte. So it's going to be more reliable and make the computer run a lot faster with disk reads and writes. So to do that, I'll open up the box, take out the new hard drive, and I'm going to hook it up to an external USB port on the computer. And to do that, I am using this hard drive disk enclosure kit that I've had for a number of years. I paid about $9 for it at Micro Center. I think you can still get them for between $10 and $20. And I'm not going to put it in the enclosure, but I'm going to hook the, it has a cable that plugs into the hard drive, and another end of the cable that's USB plugs into the computer USB. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this guy in to the hard drive, and then I'm going to plug the USB into the computer. Okay. Then the first thing we're going to do is run the partition program. So down in the lower left, just type in partition. Right down there, we just typed in the word partition and hit enter. And the partition comes up. Let me see if I can zoom in on that for you. And it recognizes that there's a new disk 1, and you must initialize this disk before Logical Disk Manager can access it. So we're going to go ahead and initialize this disk using the GPT, because I ran the partition program before I started the video, and the original disk is GPT. If the original disk was MBR, I would more than likely do this disk MBR too, because the free software can only go from the same type of partition style from one disk to the next. So we're going to initialize this disk. You can see we now have the disk 1 here unallocated. So now we're going to go to uback.com, which is Aomi Backupper software. And they do have a free version of this software which will clone disks. So we're going to go ahead and click download free version and download and install this. To do that, I have to enter my email address. Click the download now button. And we can see down in the lower left that it is downloading. Right there. Got about 35 seconds left. I'm sure I will edit this part of the video shorter so you don't have to watch it. Okay, the Aomi Backupper software has downloaded, so I am going to go ahead and click on that to install it. Yes, I want to install it. In English, please. And Here you can get the Pro Edition, which you have to pay for, but the Standard Edition will clone a hard drive, including the boot sectors and all your data, for free. So we'll go ahead and install that puppy. Okay, installation successful. Close our browser and we'll go ahead and run this. And we want to click clone. See if I can blow that up a little bit. So here are our menu options, and we are cloning this hard drive. Boot sector, Windows, everything. We want to do a disk clone. Clone a hard disk, one drive to another. Select the source disk. Our source disk is the C drive. Disk 0, which was a basic GPT drive. So we go next. Destination disk is our new disk 1, which is the 1 terabyte drive. Click next. After the operation, the existing partitions on the destination disk will be overwritten and deleted. So we suggest you back them up firstly if there are some important data on the destination disk. Well, this is a brand new disk out of the box, so I'm okay. However, I would recommend that you do back up your entire computer before you start this procedure. So we are backing up from disk 0 and we're going to clone it to disk 1. And we're going to start the clone. The cloning has finished. It took about 5 minutes. There wasn't a lot of data on my C drive. If you have more data, it's going to take a little bit longer. It also depends on the speed of your computer. So we will go ahead and close out the cloning software. And you can see we have an identical clone of the hard drive. We have a 465 gigabyte position on both C and what they call D, disk 0 and disk 1. And then we have an extra 465 gigabytes unallocated. We can make a simple volume out of that. And that is finished. So I will put a link in the show notes as to how you install this new SSD hard drive into this Intel NUC box. Thanks for watching.